There's something interesting about the internet. You can pour your heart into a message born out of real moments, real kids, real heartbreak, and real love. And once it leaves your hands, well, you lose control of it. Sometimes people share it, sometimes people twist it. Sometimes people say mean things on it. And sometimes they put their name on it like it was their idea. And this week, one of my posts, one that came from my guts, took on a life of its own. It was altered, the opening line was removed, the image was changed, and someone else claimed it. And here's the thing. I'm not here to call them out. I'm not angry. Honestly, if that message helped someone, anyone, even without my name on it, then it was worth writing. And in case you've missed it, my name is Mike DeJohn. I am the host of Soundstage EDU and the moderator in a few large groups for the fine arts. I don't do this for me. I don't do this for my own gain. I don't do this for my own internet fame, even though I understand that that's a thing. However, I do desire a large following. I do desire the connections because that amplifies the message. And that's what this episode is about. It totally goes out of the norm for what we do here. Normally, I'm more energized, I'm more unhinged. You guys are used to that. But a lot of the stories that I write for you guys, a lot of the posts, a lot of the longer narratives that I write for you guys in these groups, and let me first say I appreciate you for reading them because they are long. I understand that. I understand our attention span is not great on the internet when we're doom scrolling. But a lot of you react to them. A lot of you, it resonates with a lot of you, and that's why I continue to do it. So I wanted to take that post and I want to memorialize what the original message meant. Not with anger, not with pettiness, which sometimes in our activity we are known for, but with purpose. Because it wasn't just a post, it was the truth about who we are in band and theater and choir, guard, all of the performing arts. This is what happens in the shadows, in the hallways, on buses, parking lots, after the stadium lights have shut off. So, sit back and listen. Here it is. This is the message in its original heart. Almost exactly what I wrote, but with a little added bonuses, if you will. Little added reflection. And it's simply titled, "Sometimes the kids we help aren't our own." Because every parent in this activity knows that rush. That moment your child takes the field or steps onto the stage and your whole chest fills with pride, nerves, and hope. But what we rarely talk about is this. Sometimes the kid we're helping isn't ours. Sometimes it's the trumpet player who never has a family in the stands. The percussionist whose parents work nights. The guard student who keeps their eyes down because life has taught them not to expect anyone to stay. Sometimes it's the kid who acts like they don't care who's watching, but they keep checking anyway. They keep looking up into the stands. And when the show ends, when the adrenaline fades, and when the lights go down, the curtain closes, they look up or they look out into the audience and they see us. Not their mom, not their dad. Us. The band mom who keeps extra snacks in her trunk. The parent who notices a lonely kid and says, "Hey man, you good?" Or the bus dad who fixes props and tells dumb jokes on the ride home. I mean, we like to say that music saved them, and maybe in some way it did. But maybe, just maybe, that music was just the doorway. And the real saving, the real healing came from the people standing on the other side. The adults who showed up, the volunteers who said, "Hey, you belong with us." The parents who held space for someone else's child until that child believed that they deserved to exist in that space too. Some kids don't need someone to teach them music. They simply need someone to see them, to notice them, and to show them what safe grown-ups look like. So if you've ever handed a nervous freshman a hair tie or a snack, or gave them a pep talk or a high five as they came off the field, or a ride home because they were standing there looking lonely and lost, you just might have changed a life without ever knowing it. And the depths to which you changed it may never be known by you either. Band families adopt kids all the time. Not legally, not formally, just quietly, with room at the table, with a seat on the bus, with a hug at retreat, with a, "Hey, come sit with us," with an, "I'm proud of you," when you walk off the field. So if you're a band parent, a booster, a chaperone, a sideline cheerleader, hear me. It wasn't just the music. It was you. Your presence, your encouragement, your consistency. Music just brought them to the door, and you stood there valiantly, and you held it open, and you welcomed them in. And somewhere out there, somewhere in college or in the workforce, or maybe just starting a brand new family, there's a young adult who will look back and say, "Someone believed in me. Someone saw me. And that changed everything. And because of that, I am still here." So let's keep being that someone for our kids, for all the kids, for anyone's kid, and for the ones who quietly became ours along the way. If my words traveled and someone else attached their name to them, fine. Because the truth is, I didn't write this for credit. I wrote it for the kid who was watching the stands, for the student who needed family wherever they could find it, for the adult who shows up even when no one knows their name. So if this message reached you, however it reached you, just know it came from a place of love, of experience, of standing on the sideline and seeing the kid with no one looking for them. If you're that parent, that volunteer, that quiet hero, you matter more than you know. Let's keep changing lives. Let's keep showing up. Let's keep the door open, because sometimes the kid we save was never ours to begin with. This has been Mike with Soundstage EDU. From the heart, from the soul, this message is for you all.